Back, we could refer to this book The Practice by Seth Godin. I'm going to give this book 3 out of 5, maybe even a high 3, not quite a 4. He has a lot of books. He's very prolific in writing, has multiple books. Some of them are a little bit repetitive, but I always feel like some parts of the book are kind of redundant, and I'm not always a big fan of the way he contrasted, or the way he builds the book. What I mean by that, this one is just there is, I think, like more than 200. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it's like everything. There is no much chapters. This kind of goes about things about practice. I don't know, I wasn't convinced about this way of doing things. So it wasn't very good, but the thing about Seth Godin is that he always has some good ideas there. And that's why I keep listening to some of his books, or reading, whatever you prefer. Anyway, so that's a 3 out of 5. Now let's do the notes. So the first one is, the process saves us from our own intuition. That's what we have to subscribe to. A process of a sort is to save ourselves from our intentions, our intuitions. We don't want to do it, but if we got used to do it, we're going to do it. We learn how to throw while the catching takes care of itself. That's also part of the practice, is that we learn how to throw. Catching comes naturally as a result. We become what we do. Essentially, that what would happen. We do what we do, and flow might come. We just need to flow. We can't initiate flow. Flow might come as a result of something. If we do it, it might come. Instead of what you love, do what you love what you do. So usually we say do what you love, but he says no, don't do what you love what you do. Learn how to love it, because you're not gonna do what you love. We are our own worst boss. Strive to be the good boss you want to have. He has this part of the book. He says, like, imagine you have such and such boss that calls you very late and doesn't let you be alone, and always get you back with stuff, and is very rude and demanding. But usually this is ourselves. We said we are our own worst bosses, and we have to learn to be the good boss to ourselves. Say no requires to say yes to something else, because we cannot say no to everything. Or if we want to say no to something, it means that you also have to say yes to something else, because we have to do something. Mass is the average. When we say the mass, is usually the average. Having a block is most likely in our heads and what we tell ourselves. There is no such a thing. Having a block is usually what we convince ourselves. It's an excuse, in a way. Training for a marathon is learning where to put the tired. We all get tired, and there is no way around it. You have to just learn where to put that tired, where to host it. You don't need a good idea, you need more bad ideas. With more bad ideas, one of them would be good. And the last one, constraints could be a good thing, because if we have constraints, we are boxed in a way, and it's easier to do what we want to do. So that's it for the notes. Again, there is some interesting parts. It's a mixed bag, but overall, it's not a lot of value I got, at least from this book, or all of his books. They're all, I think, around 3. But he's a good writer. He's writing pretty well, and very engaging. Just some parts of it, and usually the main outline, the way he constructs the book, is just not my favorite. Thank you.